Hello and welcome to your CNY weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Jeff Matthews. Going to book through some of the lesser things to get to the more important. Don't forget you can find me at 5:55 if you download the free app live stream and follow CNY Jeff Matthews. Also the same deal on Periscope. This is very interactive, gives you an opportunity to ask me questions or comment along the way. Meanwhile, you've got Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr for immediate advisories, things down the pike, or things related to weathertainment overall itself. Temp trend. Cold, gradual warm-up. Still windy or breezy on Tuesday. And sub-20. Mid-20s midweek. Near 30 for the upcoming weekend. 3 weather headlines to go along with the 3 goals of weathertainment. Snow, wind, and cold through Tuesday. Now, it's, again, coming in periods where there'll be lengthier and briefer periods going on and off through Tuesday. But it'll wind down Tuesday night. And areas that see persistent snow could still pick up significant accumulation. Meanwhile, next weekend, a major coastal storm looks like it's still in the offing. So remember this in the back of your mind as we get close to Friday. That I'm telling you something that you will want to know about 5 days in advance, way before everyone else. Meanwhile, I didn't get crazy with the little L icon and double tap it. Those are 2 storms merging into one. The wind's wrapping around them, creating the lake effect, so it's a matter of finding out how intense, exactly what direction, and how long. Those are the 3 questions I have to answer, which I already did 5 days ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago. This is a little bit of snow that's going to move in once the lake effect dies down Tuesday night on Wednesday night into early Thursday. Not going to bring a lot of accumulation. But again, the short term, just watching this band as it drives moisture in from the lake. So really, to make it an analogy that's easy to understand, think of it like a hose. The cold air sets off the hose, and I'm trying to figure out how much of the spigot is being held by the Mother Nature's thumb, so how much pressure, and exactly what direction is it spraying in and for how long. That's the best way I can analogize what's going on. So the persistent snow is still going to occur Fulton through Syracuse, Vernon, Kirkland, Utica. It'll shift points further northwards Tuesday, late morning and afternoon, but basically, if you're seeing steady or significant snow, you can still expect several more inches of accumulation before it dies down. This is all related to the Arctic front, the 2 storms merging, the winds coming across the lake, driving it further southwards rather than the Tug Hill, and so we're just going to have to wait until the winds die down, surface and aloft, for the activity to die down. But if I were to change this map that has the snow totals on it in any way, all I really would have done wasn't change the amounts, but just kind of squish down the focal point of the heaviest snow to just mainly over the Mohawk Valley, and then as Tuesday rolls along, keep it a little bit to the north of the Mohawk Valley too. But basically, pretty happy with the snow chart as I put it together. And the impact has been in the medium to high category, as you can see, because of the prolonged nature of the heavy snow combined with the cold and the wind, which is why those 3 made my severe weather threat categories and made them fairly high. Meanwhile, Almanac, I said 19 and 17. It turns out 19 and 14. And by the way, the 7/100ths is liquid melted. It turns out 7/100ths turned out to be 7 inches and still accumulating, which means we have a very high ratio of rain to snow, liquid to snow, which means there's a super high fluff factor going on here, which is typical for lake events. Your forecast details in a moment.
Hey, Coach, we need you in the team now.
Yeah, give me a second. I've got to check my weathertainment.
Hey, Coach, what play are we going to run off the face-off this time?
Hey, I'll tell you in a second. I've got to check my weathertainment.
So I hope you enjoy your weathertainment and acknowledge that you're getting the most accurate forecast you can find. Ergo, remember last week when the other weather services and people went way too high, and I was lowballing it. And now this time, many of them went the wrong way again. I guess out of fear of blowing it the wrong way, they went too low. And we're well inside my snow range. Educationally, remember the water spigot and the fluff factor. So now we get into fun. Periods of snow for your Tuesday. It'll be cold and breezy. Tuesday night, just flurries and binovacs. What are binovacs? Breaks in the overcast. It's a pilot term, but it makes it nice and simple. Flurries and binovacs low around a dozen cousin. Partly sunny for Wednesday and 2 bits for a high, 25 degrees. And the 7-day forecast has light snow overnight into early Thursday. And then a coastal storm brings snow, it looks like late Friday night, all day Saturday into Sunday morning. So once we get beyond this snow event, we've got another significant one to talk about going forward. That's a check of your forecast. Have a great and safe day.